The price of democracy, a concept of two elections. All right, folks, let's talk elections. They're the heartbeat of democracy, the grand stage where citizens get to voice their choices. The US and the Philippines, two democracies, two totally different vibes. The US with its massive rallies and high-tech campaigns, and the Philippines with its vibrant street parades and community gatherings. One's got Hollywood glitz, the other's got karaoke charisma. Imagine the US election as a blockbuster movie premiere, while the Philippine election feels like a lively neighborhood fiesta. But both share one common language: money. It's the fuel that powers the election engine, the secret sauce behind every successful campaign. Think of it like this: you can't win a basketball game without scoring. In the same way, you can't win an election without spending. In the election game, votes are the points. And money? That's your star player. It funds everything from voter outreach to campaign ads. It buys you airtime, rallies, and enough yard signs to make your neighborhood look like a political jungle. Imagine driving down the street and seeing a sea of faces and slogans. We're about to dive deep into the world of campaign finance, comparing the US and the Philippines. How do candidates raise their funds? Where does the money go? And what are the rules governing all this cash flow? Trust me, you're going to want to stick around until the end for the most surprising difference of them all. Buckle up, we're in for a fascinating ride through the financial veins of democracy, where every dollar and peso counts. The American Dream Team: money, media, and votes. These three elements are the lifeblood of any successful political campaign in the United States. Let's start with the good old US of A, the land where democracy thrives on the intricate dance between dollars, media coverage, and voter engagement. Here, winning an election is like crafting the perfect Instagram feed. It's all about the right mix of content, timing, and audience interaction. You need the right message, eye-catching visuals, hello campaign ads, and a whole lot of engagement. Voter turnout is key. Without it, even the best campaign can fall flat. You gotta convince people to ditch Netflix and actually vote. This means reaching them where they are, whether that's on their phones, in their homes, or at community events. Easier said than done, right? The modern voter is bombarded with information and distractions, making it a challenge to capture their attention and motivate them to take action. That's where the campaign strategists come in, whispering sweet nothings into the ears of undecided voters. They analyze data, craft messages, and deploy tactics designed to sway opinions and secure votes. Then there's the media blitz. TV ads, social media campaigns, and targeted online content all play a crucial role in shaping public perception and driving voter behavior. Even those robocalls that make you want to throw your phone out the window, these automated messages are designed to reach as many people as possible, even if they sometimes annoy more than they persuade. It's all part of the game. Every handshake, every volunteer hour, and every piece of campaign literature is a step towards winning the hearts and minds of the electorate. Remember, folks, in American politics, name recognition is everything. A familiar name can be the difference between winning and losing, making it essential for candidates to get their faces and names out there as much as possible. From rallies filled with enthusiastic supporters to speeches that resonate with the public, every moment is an opportunity to build that crucial recognition. Volunteers play a vital role too, canvassing neighborhoods, handing out flyers, and engaging with potential voters to spread the candidate's message. And when election night finally arrives, all the hard work, strategy, and effort culminate in the results. The cheers, the celebrations, and sometimes the heartbreaks are all part of the democratic process. In the end, it's a testament to the power of democracy, where every vote counts and every voice matters. Money, media, and votes, the trinity that shapes the future of the nation. Show me the money. U.S. campaign finance uncovered. So, where does all this campaign cash go? Well, imagine the most expensive shopping spree ever. First stop, the advertising department. They're buying up every billboard and TV spot in sight. Next, it's off to hire a small army of campaign staff. You got your speechwriters, your pollsters, and enough interns to power a small city. Don't forget about those swanky fundraising dinners either. Lobster bisque doesn't pay for itself. And let's not forget travel expenses. Politicians are constantly on the move, hopping from state to state, rally to rally, shaking hands and kissing babies. It's a tough job, but hey, someone's got to do it, right? Super PACs and super spending, the big money game. In the world of politics, money talks, and it talks loudly. Campaigns need funds to get their message out, to reach voters, and to sway opinions. But not all money is created equal. Now here's where things get really interesting. Enter super PACs. These political action committees can raise and spend unlimited amounts of money to advocate for or against political candidates. They are the heavyweights in the ring of campaign finance. These are like the VIP section of campaign finance, where corporations and billionaires can drop mountains of cash to support their candidate of choice. Imagine having the financial power to flood the airwaves with ads, send out endless mailers, and host extravagant fundraisers. Think of it like this. In a regular campaign, every dollar counts, and every small donation is a step towards the goal. But with super PACs, the game changes entirely. You've got your regular donors, right? These are the everyday people who believe in a cause and want to make a difference. They might donate a few dollars here and there, attend local events, and show their support in small but meaningful ways. They're like the folks who bring a nice casserole to the potluck. Their contributions are heartfelt and appreciated, adding to the collective effort. Then you've got super PACs, who roll up with a whole catering team and a chocolate fountain. Subtle, right? Their presence is overwhelming, and their financial muscle can overshadow the contributions of regular donors. This influx of big money can really tip the scales, giving certain candidates a massive advantage. It allows them to dominate the conversation, drown out their opponents, and create a perception of inevitability. And it makes it harder for regular folks to run for office. Imagine being a passionate, community-driven candidate with great ideas but limited resources. Competing against a well-funded opponent backed by super PACs can feel like an uphill battle. I mean, who has that kind of money lying around? The barriers to entry become insurmountable for many, and the political landscape becomes skewed in favor of the wealthy and well-connected. This dynamic raises important questions about the fairness and integrity of our democratic process. Section 5. Island hopping for votes, winning hearts and minds in the Philippines. Now let's hop across the Pacific to the Philippines, where elections are a whole different ballgame. It's less about slick TV ads and more about grassroots campaigning, local connections, and yes, even karaoke. Family dynasties play a big role. Imagine a political version of your favorite reality TV show with entire families vying for power. And forget town hall meetings. In the Philippines, it's all about those massive rallies with music, dancing, and enough food to feed a small village. Section 6. The Peso Path to Power. Campaign spending in the Philippines. Now, even though Philippine elections have a more down-to-earth vibe, don't be fooled, money still talks. Campaign funds are used for everything from printing t-shirts and flyers to renting out those massive sound systems for rallies. And then there's the logistics. The Philippines is an archipelago, which means candidates have to island hop to reach voters. That means chartering planes, boats, and probably even the occasional jet ski. Section 7. Vote buying and padrinos. Navigating the shadows of Philippine elections. Okay, time to address the elephant in the room, or should I say, the carabao in the rice paddy. Vote buying, sadly, is a reality in Philippine elections. We're talking cash handouts, grocery packages, you name it. It's a complex issue rooted in poverty and a culture of patronage. Think of it like this. When you're struggling to put food on the table, that 500 pesos starts to look pretty good, even if it means voting against your own interests. Section 8. The money trail, comparing US and Philippine election spending. So let's compare. In the US, it's all about that super PAC money, flooding the airwaves with ads and creating an uneven playing field. In the Philippines, it's more about direct voter outreach, but with a side of vote buying that's tough to stomach. Both systems have their flaws, right? It's clear that when it comes to money in politics, there are no easy answers. Section 9. Leveling the playing field. Campaign finance reform in both nations. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. Both the US and the Philippines have made some strides in campaign finance reform. In the US, there are limits on individual donations, and organizations like the FEC, Federal Election Commission, are working to increase transparency in campaign spending. The Philippines has also taken steps to curb vote buying and increase accountability. It's an ongoing battle, but hey, progress is progress, right? Section 10. Money talks. But, can we make it whisper? The future of fair elections. So, what's the takeaway here? Money in politics is a global issue, and it ain't going away anytime soon. But by shining a light on the problem, demanding transparency, and pushing for reforms, we can at least try to level the playing field. Remember, democracy is a team sport, and we all have a role to play in making it work. Section 11. Your vote, your voice. Why election integrity matters. At the end of the day, folks, your vote is your voice. Don't let anyone buy it, silence it, or take it for granted. Get informed, get registered, and get out there and vote. Because a democracy where everyone's voice can be heard, now that's something worth fighting for. If you've made it this far, give us a like and subscribe.